Hey guys, it's Karen. I wanted to make a video regarding how I cover my dark circles. As you can see, they're pretty bad. Not only are they dark, but my eyes are also pretty deep set into my head. So the shadow and things like that just looks horrible pretty much. So if I wanted, and then my lids are also dark, so I pretty much have to cover that area if I want to look a healthy, natural look. So I've got a couple of ways that I achieve coverage. One of the ways is something that I've been using recently, and I started using the NYX Concealer, and this is in yellow, and I'll show you later, but it's pretty much yellow. So I got this, it was about $5, and then I'll usually put that on my under eye area, and then I'll blend it out when I use my foundation. So I do it before foundation, and then when I'm done blending everything out, I'll use my Maybelline Age Rewind dark circle eraser. So I'll put that underneath, and then I'll blend it out lightly. So that's one way of doing it. And then another way, and this is what I used to do before, I got this palette from Amazon, and it's 15 colors, and I know it's kind of stained around here, so I'm sorry, but it's 15 colors, and it has pretty much every color you would need. I use even these dark colors here to contour, so it's really cool. I'm not wasting any money or anything like that. And this actually cost $7.99, I think it was, for 15 colors. It's awesome. It's really thick consistency. It's really good. I've had it since October, and as you can see, it looks like I haven't really used it at all, but I have. So I'll use that mostly. I've used this yellow color here, and then I would just use some of these, and I do the same exact thing. I'll put the yellow first, and then I'll put my foundation on, and then I'll use another concealer, one of these. When I put this on, I usually thin it out a little with a damp sponge, cosmetic sponge. I don't have a beauty blender, but I guess you can use that as well. So I'm going to do a coverage tutorial on how to do that. One eye I'll use the NYX and the Maybelline, and then the other eye I'll use this one, and then I'll show you, hopefully this will help somebody out there. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. The first thing, I think the most important thing, is to make sure that you're moisturizing well under all around the eye area. Alright, so let's get started. So on this first eye, let's start on this one. I usually just use this yellow NYX concealer. And let that dry a little on there. Now on this eye, I'm going to use this yellow concealer here. So I'm going to rub my finger in there and then place the product under my eye. Alright, so for the next, I usually just use a brush or my finger to blend it out, and it blends out with no problem. Because this one's a thicker one, I like to use a damp beauty sponge, and then I'll just lightly dab it. And I'll put a little bit of that also on my lid. because that definitely changes the look of certain eyeshadows when you put it on. If you have really dark lids, you'll notice that, you know, your eyeshadow doesn't, the color isn't what it looks like or what it's supposed to look like because of the darkness. So you want to make sure you focus on the inner part and then just lightly dab it. You don't want to put too much. You don't want to blend it out too much because, you know, then you'll take off the product that you just put on. For the purpose of the video, I'm just going to use my brush. I usually put the foundation on, you know, on my cheeks, nose, and all that, and then I'll blend it out, and then I'll blend out the yellow. But I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this out. Sorry, I think I'm getting sick here. So I'm using my little e.l.f. stipple brush. I think it costs about $3, and I love it. It's awesome. It fits perfectly around the eye area, and I'm just lightly rubbing it in circular motions. And I'm putting it a little bit on my lids just to even out that color. Alright, so now I'm going to put the Maybelline dark eraser or dark circle eraser right on top of that. And then for this one, I'll go ahead and use the second color here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use that second color there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with my finger, just apply it. So I'm going to go ahead and same thing, just dab on. And always remember to get that inner part of the eye, just because it's really, at least for me, it tends to be really super dark. So I'm just dabbing that in lightly, not rubbing it or anything like that, just dabbing it. Okay, then I'll grab the brush that I just used for this side, and I'll do the same thing. You can stipple it on just like that, or you can rub it in light circles, not too hard. So it's up to you how you feel you want to do it. Yeah, my dark circles, I think I've had them since I was like 11 or 12. I don't know, it sucks because people are always asking me if I'm sick, if I've been crying, and you know, it's just annoying. And my son, he's 7, and he has pretty bad dark circles, so I guess it runs in the family. So now I'm going to powder that just to set it. As you can see, I don't have any foundation on or anything like that, so it's obviously lighter, but as you can see, it has reduced the appearance of those circles a lot. So right now I'm just going to use, what is this? Rimmel Stay Matte powder. And I'm just going to dab my e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to stipple, 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 stipple. So of course, if I had my foundation on and everything was looking all nice and cool and even, you would tell, I mean, you can obviously see the difference on here. And even the lids, you know, they don't look so dark. So this is pretty much what I do for covering my dark circles. Once I have everything on, then I'll go ahead and I'll spray it with my setting spray. I have the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'll just, you know, shake it and then spray a couple times just to make sure that not only that it doesn't look too cakey, but that, you know, my makeup stays in place. Because if you're gonna go through all this crap for yourself, you don't want this makeup to, you know, wear off in a couple hours. So I know I look like a fool right now. That's okay. I just wanted to share with you how I cover my dark circles. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you. Like I said, this is how I do it. You know, there's a bunch of different ways to do it, but I definitely recommend you getting one of these palettes from Amazon. They're like I said, $7-8, and you get 15 colors in here. It's got this highlight, it's got the green and the pink and the yellow. It's got the darker colors that you can contour with. It's just an awesome thing for $7 or $8. And like I said, I've had this since October. It hasn't dried out. It's awesome. It's awesome. But if you don't like the creamy products, then you can go ahead and get the NYX and the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser. They're more liquid based, so a lot easier to work with. I've noticed that they both stay on pretty long. I don't know if it's just because I'm setting afterwards with the setting spray or not, but I mean, I don't know, but it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't really cake up at all. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Thank you so much for taking time to watch my video, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.